White lines stretch like rivers wide, heading west with the moon as guide. Another load, another town, but your voice still lingers when the sun goes down. I left behind that gravel drive where supper waits and small lives thrive. Out here the stars don't spell my name, but every mile still feels the same. I'm miles from the porch light where your shadow used to sway, where the dog would bark at nothing and you'd wave at end of day. This rig keeps rolling forward, but my heart stays turned around to that little piece of quiet on the edge of a nowhere town. Coffee strong, the radio low, got stories playing I'll never know, but yours is one I carry still, a winding road I always feel. Yeah, miles from the porch light and the way your fingers curl around a mug waiting softly in your cotton dress that twirled. The world out here is bigger, but not near half as kind as that screen door creaking open to a love I left behind. Some men drive for freedom, some men drive to roam, but I drive through the night to get back home. I'm still miles from the porch light, but the thought keeps burning clear. If the road don't take me to you, I'll make my own way, dear. One day I'll turn this rig around when the call is just too loud, and I'll pull up to that porch light with a heart no longer bound. Some men drive for freedom, some the way your fingers curl round a mug waiting softly in your cotton dress that twirled. The world out here is bigger, but not near half as kind as that screen door creaking open to a love I left behind. As that screen door creaking open to a love I left behind. I don't write much, ain't one to call, just checking in when I hit a stall. But every mile since I rolled away, I've thought of things I didn't say, like the way you stand on that old front step, coffee steam and hair a mess. I see it clear in the midnight black, but I don't tell you, I'll save it for the way back. Yeah, hold it in, don't let it spill. The words I keep are quiet still. No postcards sent, no heart attack, just one more mile and I'll save it for the way back. The road don't ask what's my mind, it just rolls on in double lines. But some nights, Lord, it gets so near, like you're beside me, smiling clear. But I don't reach, don't let it crack these feelings right in the sleeper's rack. I'll bring 'em home, tucked in a sack, all that I've held, just for the way back. I ain't cold, I ain't blind, I just don't waste what takes time. So when I pull in, no need to act if I missed you or how long it lasts. You'll see it all and how I unpack the silence I carry all the way back. Don't ask, don't let it crack. The words I keep are quiet still. No postcard sent, no heart attack. Just one more mile and I'll save it for the way back. But I don't reach, don't let it crack these feelings right in the sleeper's rack. All that I've held, just for the way back. I ain't cold, I ain't blind, I just don't waste what takes time. Don't text much when the miles stack high. Just headlights, white lines, and a midnight sky. But every time I start this truck, you're right there in my view. I don't say it, but I do. I don't send hearts, I ain't the flowers type, but I watch that clock on every night ride. And when it hits 2:47, I swear it hums of you. I don't say it, but I do. I keep it folded in the dash, tucked behind the maps and cash. Not in a song, not in a call, but in the way I don't let it fall. Not in the words that I never knew, but in each mile that leads back to you. I hear your voice in the static low, when the radio fades and the truck feels slow, and I grip the wheel like I'm holding truth. I don't say it, but I do. So when I walk in without a sound, don't ask me what I've been around. Just know I brought the whole road through, and every piece I say for you. Don't say it, I do. Without a sound, don't ask me what I've been around. Just know I brought the whole road through, and every piece I save for you. I don't say it, but I do. I don't leave notes when I pull away, just the low sound of diesel and the start of the day. But if you saw the way I grip the wheel tight, you'd know I'm driving with you inside. I don't text I miss you when the road runs long, but you're there in the pause between each song. Every curve I take, every sky I cross is a quiet echo of what I've lost. This ain't a song for the crowd or stage. It's not a message I'd ever page. It's the way I turn when the night gets thin, and you're all that's left under my skin. If you knew what these miles meant, you'd feel each one like a letter I sent. No flowers sent, no words rehearsed, but I carry your name like a second verse. I don't say it out loud, but it don't fade. It's in every stop that I never made. So when I roll in, don't say much, just stand there quiet in your porch light's touch. No, I brought it all, every silent intent. I just didn't write, I just didn't send. But if you knew what these miles meant, this ain't a song for the crowd or stage. It's not a message I'd ever page. It's the way I turn when the night gets thin, and you're all that's left under my skin. If you knew what these miles meant. Left before the sun could rise, didn't wake you, didn't try. Just turned the key and watched it glow. Another road you'll never know. Didn't leave a letter on the kitchen chair, didn't call to say I'd you were there. But I carry more than the freight I haul, and your name still weighs most of all. There's no record, no refrain, no chorus line that says your name. Just a dashboard humming empty lanes, but you're the quiet in every frame. If you could read these roads I trace, you'd know you ride in every space. I stop sometimes where the highway bends, look toward the dark where the silence ends. And in that pause where I don't speak, you're the only thought that feels complete. No applause, no echo near, just the engine's breath and what I steer. But if you knew what these miles meant, you'd hear the words I never said, and you'd know I never left alone. I just brought you on every road.
Pulled over past mile 83, no headlights left, just fields and me. The stars come out without a sound, and I think of you like I always found. You never knew how still I got when silence filled the parking lot. Didn't speak, didn't reach, but you were there in everything I'd keep, soft like bread. I never said your name when I rolled away, didn't wave goodbye, didn't ask you to stay. But if you felt the way my chest grew tight, you know you've lived in every night. Not in voice, not in step, but in the sky. I never left. There's dust on my dash, a hum in my chest, but only one thought that never rests. It's not regret, it's not ache, it's the kind of truth that doesn't break. So I park where no one sees, let the breeze say what I mean. I didn't bring you in bags or sound, but I've held you close in every town. And when I look up at the sky so deep, it's the part of you I always keep.
Don't say I miss you, don't wear your name, don't text at rest stops, don't play that game. But when I cut the engine and stars begin to burn, you rise inside me, soft and sure. I don't light a candle, don't hum your song, but you've been with me all road along. Not in words, not in frame, but in every stillness that calls your name. No, I love you, no midnight cry, just a sky you never looked at, but I kept behind my eyes. No letters left, no way to send, just a space in me you never had to mend. I held you where silence slept, in the things I never said, but still kept. I don't chase your memory, don't dream out loud, but every quiet mile feels like a vow. Not loud, not torn, not made to grieve, just something soft I never leave. So if one night you wonder why your name still stays in the hush between the exits of forgotten highways, no, I never said it, but it never left. You were the part I always kept. No, I love you, no midnight cry, just a sky you never looked at, but I kept behind my eyes. No letters left, no way to send, just a space in me you never had to mend. I held you where silence slept, in the things I never said, but still kept.
I don't write, don't call too much, I don't leave words where they might rush, but every mile and every bend I carry you like the road won't end. The coffee cools, the lights get thin, but you're the warmth I hold within. No need for songs, no grand display, just thoughts of you that never stray. I carry you quiet like a hum in the dark, like the whisper of tires when the road gets dark. Not in my hand, not in a view, but every breath brings me back to you. I don't speak it, but it's true. I carry you quiet all the way through. I see your face in motel glass, and dashboard flickers as hours pass. And though this cab feels cold alone, you're the reason it still feels like home. Yeah, I carry you quiet like a song never sung, like a promise kept where no lights hung, in the weightless dark where only few would ever know what I hold of you. But I do, yes I do. I carry you quiet, and I'm still carrying you. Didn't pack a photo, didn't leave a note, didn't say wait for me when I grabbed my coat. But in every turn and stretch of black, you're the one thing I don't leave back. No radio song could say it right, so I let the tires talk through the night. And maybe you won't ever know, but your name rides soft where the shadows go. You're in the seat beside my silence, in the space no one else sees, where the hum of wheels is louder than my pleas. I don't wear you on my sleeve, but I don't let you go, it's true. I keep driving on with the quiet way to you. They think I'm built for open skies, for truck stop lights and last goodbyes. But they don't see what I drive through, or how the loneliest roads still feel like you. So I ride with one hand steady, one heart never free. Not because you hold me down, because you ride with me. And if you're ever wondering why I never say what's true, it's 'cause I don't have to speak to carry you. You're in the seat beside my silence, in the space no one else sees, where the hum of wheels is louder than my pleas. I don't wear you on my sleeve, but I don't let you go, it's true. I keep driving on the quiet way you. No one's asked me where that highway bends, or why I slow down where the silence ends. But there's a patch of blacktop, cold and wide, you still ride beside my side. I don't mark it with a name or mile, but my hands tense up for just a while. Like muscle memory knows it's true, that piece of road still runs through you. No one asks, and I don't tell, but my chest remembers all too well. A turn too sharp, a sky too still, and you're there again against my will. Not haunting, not loud, but soft and proud. The one road I never spoke about still speaks out loud. You weren't a stop, you weren't a town, just a moment I never wrote down. So I'll keep driving like I always do. Let the world think I've gotten through. When that stretch of night rolls near, I feel you like you're still right here. I won't say it, but I don't doubt there's one road I never spoke about. There's a stretch of road I don't name out loud. No sign, no town, no kind of crowd. But every time my tires touch that line, you show up quiet in the back of my mind. I don't slow down, don't turn around, but the wheel gets heavy when that mile comes round. No one riding shotgun, nothing in view, but I swear to God, I still drive through you. I still drive through you like a ghost that don't speak, like the scent of rain on a summer week. Not in the mirrors, not on the dial. We next on that note, I still drive through. No shows it, but I know it's true. Somewhere out here, I still drive through you. No music plays when I hit that bend, just the sound of breath I hold again. No one else would ever know what that road still puts me through, but it's not just miles, it's still you. Yeah, I still drive through you with the windows up tight, like a prayer that I whisper into the night.
say it. Don't need a clue. The way the wind shifts, I know it's you. No light flicker, but it breaks on through every time I still drive through you. You weren't a stop, you weren't goodbye, just a moment that never said why. So if you ever wonder why I go so still, it ain't the road, it's the way you feel. Still here, still true. And yes, I still drive with you. I pass that mile like I always do. No sign to mark you, but I know it's you. A turn so small, the world don't see, but it folds the night right into me. I don't say your name, don't hum a tune, but there's a hush between me and the moon. A breath I hold like something true. You're not here, but I drive through you. You're not here, but you never left. You're the part of me I still don't confess. No need for words, no need to stay. You ride beside me in your own way, in headlights dim, in silence kept. You're not here, but you never left. There's no good reason, no open door, but your shadow still leans on that dashboard. And every mile that rolls on through still brings me back to not losing you. You're not here, but I still slow down when the air gets thick outside this town. I don't speak it, I don't look back, but my hands still know where you sat, and my heart still lays where yours once slept. You're not here, but you never left. You're not here, but I still slow down when the air gets thick outside this town. I don't speak it, I don't look back, but my hands still know where you sat, and my heart still lays where yours once slept. You're not here, but you never left. I've driven this stretch 100 nights. No signs, no lights, no traffic in sight, but something lingers where the blacktop bends, like you're still riding where the silence ends.
never said I miss you bad. Never called when the nights got sad. But in these miles I drive alone, you rise in me like a steady tone. This ain't a song for the world to hear, not for the stage or the loudest cheer. It's just for me, and the truth remains, you're not here, but you never left. And this old road still speaks your name. Still you, still true, even if I never said it through. I don't rewind, don't chase the past, but there's a turn where time don't pass. And though the wheel is in my hand, you're the one I still understand. You weren't a stop, you weren't a place, you're just the feeling I can't replace. No spotlight shines, no glory gained, just diesel breath in your soft name. I drive, I breathe, I pass on through, but the road still whispers what I never do. I never forgot you, and every time I drive this lane, it's still you. No radio hit, no stage light song, just a feeling I've driven with all along. Didn't write your name in no refrain, but somehow you ride through every lane. No one asks, and I don't tell, but I know the spot where my silence swells, where the sky leans low and the engine hums. And I remember where you come from, a song that never made the air, never played in the neon glare, just stayed quiet, soft and true, like the way I carry you in my chest, beneath the sound, mile after mile, round after round, never said still clear. You're not gone, you're just still here. I never sent a letter, never called at night, but your shadow sits in my dashboard light. You don't speak, but you don't fade.
part of me that never swayed. No crowd to hear, no one to see, but you ride this road so close to me. I never spoke, but the truth rings near. You were never gone. You were just still here. A song that never made the air, never played in the neon glare, just stayed quiet, soft and true, like the way I carry you.
It's not in a notebook, not in a rhyme, no chorus repeating, no rhythm, no time, but it plays when I'm driving through silence and rain. That song I never sang still knows your name. It never had verses, no bridge, no end, but it shows up softly where the road starts to bend. It lives in the space where my chest feels tight, like you're still riding through every night. It's a song I never sang, but always played, the one that sat in the quiet I made. No spotlight saw it, no stage light came, but I carry it still like I carry your name. I don't need to speak it for it to be true. The song I never sang still sings of you. You won't hear it playing on any FM, but it hums in my hands when I think of back then. It's stitched into gravel, into late night air, and when I stop moving, it's always there. Yeah, it's a song I never sang, but it never fades. It rides with me through the nights and the grays. And if you could hear what I hold inside, you know this silence is where you reside. I never sang it, but you always knew. The song I never sang was always for you. Won't hear it playing on any FM, but it hums in my hands when I think of back then. It's stitched into gravel, into late night air, and when I stop moving, and it's always there. Yeah, it's the singing, but you always knew. The song I never sang was always for you. You were never in the crowd, never waved from a seat, never danced in the chorus or tapped your feet, but in every silence between the gears, I felt you close, like you'd always been here. No photos framed, no letters read, just thoughts of you I carried instead. Not in a lyric, not on display, but you rode with me every single day.
Every mile was you, though I never said. Every sky I chased, every word I left unsaid. You weren't the story, you weren't the song, but somehow you were there all along. Not in the crowd, not in the view, but every mile was you. You weren't the ending or the spark I chose, but you were the reason I never slowed. And though I never spoke it clear, you were the echo I held most dear. Every mile was you, in the silence, in the sound, in the empty seats as the night came down. And if I ever seemed too far, too gone, it's 'cause I was driving to where you'd gone. You weren't in the song the word once knew, but in every breath I took, every mile was you. Every mile was you, in the silence, in the sound, in the empty seats as the night came down. And if I ever seemed too far, too gone, it's 'cause I was driving to where you'd gone. You weren't in the song the world once knew, but in every breath I took, every mile was you.
You won't find their names in the songs I play, not in the lines I gave away, but in every mile and every bend. They were there from start to end. No crowd saw them standing near, no cheers, no lights, no chorus clear. But when the road went quiet and wide, they were the voice I felt inside. This is for the ones I never wrote about, the ones I kept when the words ran out. They were in the breath between each phrase, in the silence my heart still plays. Not in the rhyme, but in the real, in every stop, in every wheel. Never named, but never gone. They were the road I drove upon. Not in bridges, not in hooks, not in journals, not in books, but in the way I'd stare ahead with all the things I left unsaid. So if you wonder who I miss the most, it's not the ones I ever toast. It's those who stayed without a sound,
every breath. They were there and still are, yeah. No spotlight, no big shout, just the ones I never wrote about. Those who stayed without a sound, but moved with me from town to town. Every turn, every breath, they were there and still are, yeah. No spotlight, no big shout, just the ones I never wrote about. They never asked for pages, never needed lines, stayed behind the curtain while I chased the signs. No spotlight shone upon their face, but they were the calm inside my race. No mention in the chorus, no echo in the crowd, but in the hush between my words, they spoke the loudest loud. Never made the verses, but they shaped the tune. The ones who stayed like a hidden moon. They were quiet in the story, but loud in my soul. Not the ones I shouted for, but the ones who made me whole. No need for fame, no lines to claim, still they burn in every flame. You won't find them in the telling, but they made the tale feel full. The ones who whispered love so deep, never dull. They never needed titles or songs with their name, but when I broke in silence, they held the flame. Every mile I've driven, every sky I've crossed, they were the steady when I felt lost. Yeah, they were quiet in the story, but thunder in my chest, a presence made of stillness, a love I never guessed. They didn't ask to be remembered, but how could I forget the ones who showed me how to love, felt without regret. Yeah, they were quiet in the story, but thunder in my chest, a presence made of stillness, a love I never gave. They didn't ask to be remembered, but how could I forget the ones who showed me how to love
They weren't the loud ones, didn't write their name, never asked for stories, never needed fame. But when the noise all faded down, they were the ones still hanging round. They didn't stand up when the lights came on, but they stayed through every breakdown song. In every pause, in every scar, they were the silence that carried far. This ain't a song for the stage, no need for crowd or page. It's for the space between the lines, where real love hides and shines. They never asked but always gave. They were the still that made me brave. No headline here, just something true. The ones who shaped the heart in you. They showed up soft when the world turned mean, like a breath between the might have beens. You won't find them in the rhyme or scheme, but they're the reason I still dream. So this one's not for singing loud, not for the lights or for the crowd. It's for the ones who stayed unseen but held me through each in-between. The ones who gave without a sound and never once expected ground. They asked for nothing but gave it all. The ones who caught me when I'd fall. This one's not for singing loud, not for the lights or for the crowd. It's for the ones who stayed unseen but held me through each in-between. The ones who gave without a sound and never once expected ground. They asked for nothing but gave it all. Ones who caught me when I'd fall. They didn't leave a footprint, didn't sign their name. No grand entrance, no rush of flame. They were there when the world went thin, the quiet place where I begin. They didn't ask questions, didn't need the light, just sat beside me on the hardest nights. No promise made, no grand design, just a stillness that became mine. This is not a song for applause, no stage, no rise, no grand cause. It's for the pause between who I was left no regret. But they're the one I can't forget. They never said I changed your path, but when I look back, I see the math. Every turn that led me through was softer, kinder, because of you. Yeah, this ain't a song the world will sing. No gold records, no shining ring, but in my chest it softly plays in the silent nights and brighter days. You never asked to be seen, but you shaped everything in between. You weren't the loud, you were the true, and I became new because of you. Never asked for thank yous, never stood out front. You never claimed the weight you held, just bore the brunt. No spotlight warmed you, no crowd called your name, but I'd be lost without your flame. You weren't in the story the world got to read, but you were the whisper behind every need. When I broke down and had no plan, you didn't fix it, you just held my hand. This is a song for the quiet that carried me, for the hands that held what no one could see, for the voice I heard when I was low, the one that stayed when all else let go. Stood tall, but you made me rise. Never asked for credit, but you changed my life. You weren't the fire, but you were the ground, the calm in the chaos I kept all around. No headlines written, no stories told, but you were the warmth that made me bold. So here's to the ones who don't wear a crown, but lift the whole world without making a sound. To the ones whose love you don't have to chase, because they're always there in the quietest place. You never stood on the stage with me, but you were the quiet that carried me. This is a song for the quiet that carried me, for the hands that held what no one could see, for the voice I heard when I was low, the one that stayed when all else laid, when all else let go. You never stood tall, but you made me rise. Never asked for credit, but you changed my life. You weren't the fire, but you were the ground, the calm in the chaos I kept all around. You never drew the spotlight, never made a sound, just stood there like the sunrise that never let me down. You didn't hold a sign up, didn't shout my name, but I knew you'd be there if the sky ever changed. You weren't the wind that pushed me, or the fire that burned bright, but you were the steady shadow that stayed through every night. I never heard you say it, but I always knew you stood behind me so I could follow through. This is a song for the one who never asked to be the reason I could face the past, who never said you owe me this, just offered strength I didn't know I'd miss. You didn't raise me high, you didn't need to win, you just stood behind me in case I did. The dreamer loud with plans, or the hand that pulled me fast. You were the place I turned around when the storm had finally passed. You never made me promise, never held me tight, but I always felt you just outside the light. Yeah, this is a song for the ones who stay without a spotlight, lighting their way, who never asked to be seen or heard, but became my balance in every word. You never pushed, you never slid, you just stood there in case I did. You never took the first step, never called my name, you never tried to carry me or take away the rain. You didn't ask for promises, didn't need control. You just stood there quietly when I lost hope. You weren't the loudest voice I heard, but yours was always there, not leading me with shouting, but steady as a prayer. You didn't reach to lift me up or tell me where to go. You just stood behind me in case I rose. This ain't a song for the ones who lead, or the ones who shout when you're in. It's for the one who said no word, but was the truest thing I ever heard. You never pushed, you never chose, you just stood still in case I a song for the ones who lead, case I rose. You weren't the dream that lit the sky, or the hand that pointed high, but in the silence, in the wait, you became my safest place. No glory, no grand design, just your quiet presence holding the line. So this is for the one I never praised, the one whose name I never raised, but in every step I dared to take, you were there in every quake, not to rescue, not to impose, but just to be there. In case I rose, in case I rose. You never raised your voice, never took the lead. You didn't draw the map for me, just gave me room to breathe. You weren't the fire that lit the night, but you were there, just out of sight. You didn't try to fix the cracks or tell me what to be. You simply stood a step behind and let me learn to see. No hand to push, no words to chase, just quiet faith that made me space. This is a song not for the loud, not for the brave who face the crowd. It's for the one who stayed behind and waited there with patient time, the one who didn't shine their own, but stayed so still, so I'd find my own. No glory claimed, no boast, no trace, just love enough to make me space. You weren't the chapter bold and bright, you were the margin on the page where I could write a shaky line and not feel out of place. You never asked for credit due, you just left room for me to move. Yeah, this ain't a song for the front row seat, but for the one who made the silence sweet, the one who knew and never said, who let me fall and rise instead. No guiding light, no saving grace, just someone there to make me space. Yeah, this ain't a song for the front row seat, but for the one who made the silence sweet, the one who knew and never said, who let me fall and rise instead. No guiding light, no saving grace, just someone there to make me space. Didn't point a finger, didn't draw the lines, never told me who to be or how to cross the times. You just stood there, open hand, let me stumble where I stand. You weren't the one with answers or a plan to pull me through, but every time I looked around, there was always you. Not leading loud, not stepping in, but holding space I could begin. Not the one who made the noise, but the one who made the space. Not the voice that told me how, but the silence full of grace. You didn't aid me, didn't trace. You just stayed in your quiet place and waited there through all the doubt until I found my own way out. You never said this is who you are, but let me reach each broken star, and in the dark your calm remained, a quiet trust I can't explain. You weren't the light, you were the sky, the wide and steady reason why. I didn't need a map or throne, I just needed time to call my own. And you gave it without a sound, the one who waited while I came around.
Didn't set the course or carve the road I'd take. You didn't tell me who to be or what not to break. You just stood a step behind, never asked me why. Let me wander and touch the sky. You weren't the voice that called me back, every time I looked around, you were there and always will. Not pushing me, not pulling through, just close enough to carry truth. You weren't the one who shaped my path, but you never walked away from it. You stayed in reach, but gave me room and never once demanded it. You saw the light inside my fall, not where I was, but where I'd crawl. You held the space and let me live till I've been no guiding hand, no need to win, but just to lead before I
Never asked where I was going, never tried to pull me back. You just stood where the light got softer and let me lose my track. I didn't see you in the rear view, didn't call your name out loud, but you were there without a sound. Never told me I was changing, didn't say what I should be. You just kept the porch light burning in case someday it'd guide me. You didn't send a single letter, didn't mark a single line, but somehow you were right on time. You never asked for proof, never needed my return. You let the silence stretch and let my fires burn. You gave me room no one else could give, and you loved me quiet so I could live. No questions, no task, just your love, and you never asked. Now I walked through years I wasted, still you never made me pay. You just smiled like nothing happened and stepped back out of the way. I don't know how to thank you, there's no song that quite can hold what you gave me without control. You never asked for more, never kept me on a chain. You watched me fall and find the floor, but never once gave blame. You let me go, you let me choose, and somehow you never lose. I'm here now, and all I ask is let me love you back like you never asked.